Welcome to Dog Star Tarot. Today I'm doing a reading for the collective and it's for the new moon in Taurus, which is a nice, steady, stable, realistic energy, okay? However, due to the position of Mars and Pluto, I'm just reading from my notes here, there might be some tension in the air, okay? So with regard to relationships, you might need to tread carefully. Don't lose your temper, okay? I know that's probably not a Taurus thing. Yeah, rather just be cautious, okay? So, and new moon in Taurus means that prosperity lies ahead for some of us, okay? So look forward to that. I'm starting with Capricorn and I'm going to look at where the new moon is in your chart. It's in your 5th house, Capricorn, which rules romance, creativity and love affairs. Capricorn, 5th house. Also, have a look at your rising sign if you know it, because it may have just as much relevance to this reading as your star sign, okay? So Capricorn, it's in your 5th house, okay? It says, welcome to the house of fun. I'm reading from the Moonology Diary, by the way. Have you been having a bit of that lately? If not, then the skies are strongly suggesting it's time to get out and do a little bit of what you fancy. This new moon offers a new start for you regarding romance, creativity and or kids. Could you use a restart in these areas? Identify which ones you want to work on and draw up an action plan. Remember, the law of attraction means we can't get what we want until we know what that is. Okay, and you know what? New moons are all about manifesting, so go for it, okay? And now let's pull some cards for you. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams. And what does Spirit want Capricorn to know? I hope you can see these okay. All right, in the middle we've got the Hangman. Okay, looking at things from a new perspective or a different perspective. Okay, that might be really important, particularly with regard to relationships, okay? I'm just looking at this as a very different kind of Hangman to usual. It looks like he's kind of touching. That looks like the cogs in the Wheel of Fortune to me. So he's kind of hanging on there, trying to figure out. God, that's a gorgeous card. The first time I've seen that one in this deck. But yeah, might be that a change of perspective is required, or it might be that you're self-sacrificing, okay? We'll see what the other cards say. Wow, you got the Fool as well. 2 major arcana. This is big stuff, this new moon. I think there's a lot going on. The Fool is about new beginnings, okay? This Fool doesn't have a face. It's got a mask there, but there's no face behind it. That's interesting. But look, there's a little butterfly there. The cat's playing with the butterfly. This is definitely about transformation, okay? And let's have a look what this is. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Coins, okay. Steady energy. As I said, just embrace that steady Taurus energy. Steady, reliable, sensible, feet on the ground, okay? Don't go. I'm just seeing this is, I think this is giving you a little advice to be cautious, okay? Don't go off on a tangent, okay? Don't do anything without thinking things through, because I think there is a new you might be tempted, okay? But because of this kind of tension in the air at the moment, I think you just hang on. Wait for a new perspective, okay? And just go steady. Take it easy, okay? Don't go chasing after rainbows right now. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Capricorn. Next up we have Taurus. So I think that means it's in the new moon's in your first house. Yes, it is. I'm learning as I go along. Okay. And please also look at your rising sign, because it may or may not be as relevant as your star sign. Okay, so your first house. The new moon is taking place in your sign this month, which is big news. It essentially offers you the chance to start again in any part of your life where you know it's needed. If you're really happy with the way things are going, it can just be an energy recharge. If you want to change the way others see you, the coming 4 weeks are your time to work on that. Ditto if you want to do something to change your basic appearance. Okay. So, that's where the new moon is, Taurus. Let's see what the cards have got for you. It is a time, you know, the new moon in Taurus as well. Prosperity lies ahead. That'd be definitely be, that's nice energy, isn't it? You know, we all could do with a little bit extra, I think, sometimes. And what better time to manifest than a new moon? So what else does Spirit want us to know? We've got the Fool in the middle. New beginnings, okay? Making a fresh start. I'm intrigued by this this Fool, because he's wearing a mask, but there's no face behind it. So I think anything's possible. Anything's possible right now. Okay. Oh, you've got the Emperor. Okay. There's a lot of major arcana coming out in these readings for this new moon. I think there's really a lot going on spiritually and on the worldly aspect as well. There's a lot going on. The Emperor for me is all about strategy, doing things carefully and considered, and making wise moves, making moves that are, you know, there's things that are strategically important. Anything that's important, don't rush in, okay? Don't rush in without thinking about it carefully, without proper planning, okay? So I'm thinking already that there's, you know, some element of, yeah, something looks very appealing, but you are going to need to plan really carefully, because, well, I just think this is what I'm feeling, okay? And what else have we got here? Oh, wow, you got 3 major arcana. You got the Sun as well. You know what? This is just perfect. Perfect. Okay. Great time for you to be manifesting, thinking strategically, and having a really good new beginning that's full of exciting possibilities. So that's what I got for you, Taurus. That's really nice cards. Okay. And then last but not least, we have Virgo. So Virgo, I'm going to have a look at where the moon is, which house the moon is. And it's in your 9th house, which is about study, travel, religion and spirituality. And also have a look at your rising sign if you know it, because it is equally important or relevant. Okay, so your 9th house, Virgo. Yeah. The new moon this month will be in the part of your chart related to study, travel, adventure, and the great cosmic quest. Just remember that you have a rush of new energy in all these parts of your life. So if you have plans in those areas, then you have the sky's support. This part of your chart is about seeing the big picture of your life and putting things into perspective. It's about higher learning and self-improvement. This is the month to open your eyes to the big wide world rather than fretting about all the little details on the home front. Okay, looking at the big picture. And also, look, we've got prosperity here. Prosperity lies ahead. And this is the energy of the new moon in Taurus. So let's say some cards for you, Virgo. You got the 3 of Cups. Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say. Yeah. Oh, the Palace of Swords. Okay. This deck has Palace cards as well as Court cards. Okay. And the Palace of Swords is about a need for you to be in a place where you're thinking logically, sensibly, strategically. Okay, so let's have a look at what else you've got. Oh, you've got the Page of Wands. Okay. This is some sort of fiery energy, and it might be a message coming in. Okay. But just for some of you, I'm kind of feeling this is to do with a child. Okay. Family member. Okay. That's causing you pain and heartache at the moment. Okay. I think there is some pain here. Yeah, it's a fiery, impulsive youth I'm feeling, okay? And he's just, he needs some sort of stability and he needs to be thinking more clearly, okay? And I think it's going to take teamwork to do it, to help him or her. I'm feeling male, teenager, but may not be. It could be female as well. And I think this is going to be family pulling together. Maybe outside help is required. You know, sometimes like if it's a kid that's gone off the rails a bit, like maybe family counselling or something like that, I'm feeling. Okay, that's not what I was expecting for you, Virgo. But that's what I'm feeling from the cards, okay, that this kid is not sure of themselves, okay. They're a bit impulsive, too impulsive for their own good. They're making mistakes, hurting people, okay. I don't mean hurting people physically, I mean emotionally, okay. And perhaps they're not aware of it, or they don't know how to not do it. But I think this is it's going to take some teamwork, okay? If this resonates for you particularly, please drop me an email if you'd like a personal reading, because I think this might be for one specific, just one of you particularly, but I feel it's quite important, okay? So yeah, drop me an email at dogstartarot@outlook.com, and I will do you a personal reading if you want one. Yeah. So that's what I've got for you, Virgo. I hope this helps. Okay. And please give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye.